making hay. Hello everybody, welcome to Bales Hay Farm and Ranch. I'm Trevor Bales. Yes, my last name is Bales. Yes, my family bales hay. But we do more than that. We farm. We farm the hay. Then we bale the hay. Then we haul the hay. Then we store the hay. Then we sell the hay. All things hay. Anyways, before we get after it, I like to cover this all the time. You're loved and you have purpose in this life. If you're feeling down and you think you're the only one that's feeling down and that you don't have purpose, just remember, you have purpose. God has a plan for you and God loves you. All right, next thing. Sponsors. PDI, Fluidol, Forney. Oh, but the biggest sponsor, Bales Hay Sales, the farm. If you know anyone that needs hay or you need hay yourself, please call us 623-386-2988 or email us. Email Lisa at baleshay.com or Trevor at baleshay.com. And we've got a lot of hay. We sell hay. That's what we do to anybody all over the country. Doesn't leave the country. Today, one of our roadside or harrow beds, bale wagons, is broke down. Sorry, I still have the habit of calling it a roadsider. So what we're doing a little different is we're running a retriever truck alongside with the bale wagon. Here he is now. So what I used to do when I only had one bale wagon, he would run around stacking hay, and then if we had time, we would send the retriever truck out and he would then line it up for him, and it speeds him up quite a bit because when we don't have time, he would have to set up every single stack in a line. So instead of being able to just stop and drop the hay wherever the stack is finished, he would then have to bring it all the way back to where a line was. And when he's able to just drop it, it speeds him up a lot. In the past, we didn't always have extra drivers. In the past, we didn't always have drivers to jump in that. It would be myself or another guy if a tractor wasn't running. Now that we've got these extra guys, not really extra, but we've got enough guys, Nestor would usually be in the other bale wagon, but his bale wagons broke down. The differential was acting funny. So he was able to jump in this truck and help Arturo keep moving, because every time he has to stop and set a stack down, that takes time. Well, every time he'd have to stop, then run that stack to the truckload and set it down, that's more time. So this speeds things up, makes us more efficient. We'll be in here a lot quicker. If it wasn't for that retriever truck, it would take a lot longer. We had a little storm roll through, and with that storm came humidity, and with humidity comes grass. So this field is pretty grassy. They came in yesterday and baled all the grassy bales up, and I'll show you this truckload sitting by itself was all baled yesterday. But what's great about my employees, man, they're great. They go through, look at these weeds. Ugh. That's what sucks about borders. They collect weeds. Anyways, and bugs, lots of bugs. They went through and they picked up all the grassy bales. So I've got it all separated. So I'll be able to store this separately from the alfalfa. You guys can't see it, but my pickup is parked right there. It's camouflage. These bales are almost pure grass, especially the bottom of the field where the water sits when we irrigate and it flows out. The bottom can get water standing on it for a while. That's where the grass thrives. Then you throw in the heat and the humidity and it really takes off. But you can see from the other bale I just looked at in that retriever compared to this stuff, it's just grassy. This thing is funky. I don't know what's going on there. Super grassy. But then this bale is just all alfalfa. I don't know if you guys can notice, but I can notice because of the humidity and the moisture, it's not super green all the way through. It's got what we call bleach, where the moisture, the dew sits on the hay, and the sun comes out and it works as a magnifying glass, and the water on the hay does, and it takes the color out. So anything that's not green is from the morning dew, which isn't bad. It's not bad at all. That means we're running a lot less steam and we're getting natural leaf, which natural leaf is always better than steamed leaf. See that off-colored stick is from dew. And there's a root. Those rakes will sometimes pull up root systems. But look at all that leaf. Some beautiful hay. Some real pretty hay. Okay, so we'll haul this in today. One, two, three, four, probably 6 loads, which, this 5 or 6. This field usually makes, golly, 10. So yields are way down, which it happens this time of year. It's very normal. Very normal. You can really see the discoloration when I'm alongside of a truckload or a stack. And this, man, it's beautiful. Hey, it's leafy. It's leafy. The green that's there is beautiful. But you can see the color is just not awesome. So I will have to keep this separate. Ooh, about to back into the stack. So what I'm gonna do is I'll pick a barn that's halfway empty because we are now selling more than we're making at this point. So what I'll do is I'll pick out a barn that's got several rows out of it, and I will put this in here, and then I will keep all of the hay that we make that looks like this together. It's supposed to get back up to 110 for a couple days, and we might get some greener hay, so I'll be able to keep it separate. But it gets kind of tricky keeping everything separate, because if you're a customer in Texas and you want a specific, or Kentucky, or really anywhere, and you want a specific kind of hay, and a load of that shows up that's off colored, they might be a little unhappy. Even though there's nothing wrong with that hay, I still need to keep it separate. Soil type, man, soil type plays a huge role in the quality, color, I should say, of our hay. I'm a little further north on some of my father-in-law's stuff that we're going to harvest. His dirt isn't as heavy, it's not as dark, it's got a lot more sand in it, and it's steeper. The slope on this field is steeper, so water runs off faster, it's sandier, the water's just not in it as much, it doesn't hold as much moisture. And you can see how green this hay is, and we're gonna bale it tomorrow. I mean, it's beautiful green, and it all has to do with where we are in comparison to the other fields and the soil. Here's I was on the phone, I forgot to pull the camera out for that hay I looked at. Look how good this disc works. Look, there's a Sudan, over a foot tall, coming up on 2 feet. It's probably 2 foot tall. And that new disc, that's one pass. That thing is so heavy. It doesn't hurt that those disc blades are brand new. That thing is so heavy, it just turns this so well. I mean, man, it just knocks it down. I love it. But I love what this sedan does. But you saw, look at the dirt difference from that stuff we just looked at. This stuff is heavier, it's darker, it's not as sandy, it holds moisture. So when we're baling this in the fall, especially in the spring, it holds the moisture, and that moisture will show up on the hay after we've swathed it. But man, look how well this disc is doing. I love to see this. I really want to drive the new, I want to pull the disc, you guys. Ugh. I never get to do cool tractor stuff anymore. I gotta talk to the boss. See if I can't work something out. Yeah, I just can't get over that. Look at the difference. Look at this. I mean, he just one pass drove right through here, just turned it. And that other one would have been, I don't know, it just wouldn't have been this nice. This is awesome. I love it. Saving money, right? Less passes. Ugh, I need to get the grader. I really need to buy a grader. If anybody knows of a good grader for sale, like a 140 or a 120 cat, I mean even a 770 deer, like I'll be happy with that. I looked at a 14G yesterday, but a 14G is massive. I'm looking at one right now. This guy has, it's huge. It's way too big, way too big. So, but it was a really nice grader. But what I'll do with the grader is I'll come through here and kind of touch this up. This actually isn't bad, but I'll cut and I'll push into the field and then push up a little bit, and then the laser, when he comes through, he'll fill it in nicely. But this field especially has a lot of side fall. Each border, there's a I don't know, 6-inch difference or more between borders. So I'll go through with the grader and I will push dirt up on one side and then pull dirt away on the other side. If I don't do that, one, the side where I'm pushing dirt, if I don't push dirt there, all the water will go to that side. So I got to push dirt up to it. And the other one where I'm pulling dirt away, the water won't go to it. So I've got to cruise up there with the grader and pull dirt from one side, push dirt on the other side. Once that happens, once this is all disked up, and he'll disc it, rip it, land plane it, run the borders, then I'll come in. So that's several videos away from now, but that's one thing I use the grader for. Good news, Drew's got Blue back together. I picked up some parts yesterday. Need to give him. Oh man, it's so, like, I love when tractor's there. Oh man, I just love this time of year. Balers are going, big tractors are running. It's just my favorite, you know? Oh, whoops. Safety first. Oh, your truck's so dirty. Yeah, your truck's dirty. I don't care. This is even clean. Oh. Yeah. Man, I love this truck. It's so cool. We've been rebuilding the Brilliant. You're rebuilding everything. Yep. The other one's just worn out. Dropping too much seed.
Yeah.
Nice. Be nice. Be real nice. We'll accurately plant. So this is the Brilliant planter. So the seed is in here. The gear is at that end, not at this end. Yeah, this end doesn't have the gear. There's a chain running at that end, and it spins this. And that groove right there is what lets the seed fall out. And then it falls straight down here. We get in there, and it goes down through that slat. Now this part is running in the dirt, making a nice bed or seed bed for the seed. It's putting a little divot in, and then this goes over and covers it up. But as that seed falls, it kind of goes everywhere. It doesn't just follow these. So if you see after we plant, there's no rows, versus when you use a drill, that drill is drilling it into a row. We're not doing that here. Oh man, sneezing. It's everybody's favorite Brian. Hey Brian, what are you working on? Uh-oh. Electrical? There's Pablo. Hi Pablo. I didn't think this tractor had much electronics in it.
It's not the tractor.
Oh.
I think it's the wires going to the steamer.
Oh, the wire's going to the steamer. Uh-oh. I just had a great idea. I'm getting the squeeze ready to go. I forgot my keys. I should have my sister meet me out in the field and tell her to load a truck. It'd be hilarious. As long as she doesn't drop a stack. I'm not hand stacking a bunch of hay. Because of all the phones and DJI stuff and drones, it's always like a Radio Shack in my squeeze. I gotta remember to move things around. And I do change around squeezes depending where I'm delivering. There's this green one that I like the most. Has a real tall mast, so I can't take it everywhere. So when I take the black one, my second favorite. Uh-oh. Darn it. Someone took my phone charger. Gosh dang it, you guys. I've purchased one of everything. And I put it in my squeezes, and then my employees decide they purchased them themselves, I guess. I don't know how it happens, but then they go missing. And it really makes me not happy. Let's see if they somehow... Nope. Not in there. Not in there. Go check the other squeeze. Man. Two things. My gloves, my Forney gloves, my phone chargers. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. I leave a pair in each squeeze because when I'm getting diesel, I like to have gloves. Or if a hose breaks. I have two. They were both in Leonard's squeeze. I'll have to talk with that boy. Everybody, thank you for watching the show today. Ugh, it looks so red. I wasn't even in the sun very much. It's in the window up there. Pretty good video. It's all filmed in one day, which is a first for me in a very long time. Don't forget to go to the website. A lot of cool new stuff like this hat. Like, it's a pretty sweet hat. Got a matching t-shirt and hoodie for it. Don't feel obligated. Just stuff that we make. If you like, you like. If you don't, you don't. Thanks for watching the show, you guys. See you later.